Hey everyone, finished watching the next episode of Los Luchadores, Lobo Limbo. During a match, some mysterious masked men attempt to kidnap a family. Lobo's opponent, Rodney the Ranger, leaps out of the ring and rescues the family and knocks out the kidnappers. Lobo and Turbine don't know how to react. The Whelp is watching and plans to recruit Rodney to his own evil group. Later, Lobo and Turbine agree to guard an ancient artifact for the mayor. The woman who owns the artifact, the Bone of Belial, however, insists she wants Rodney to guard it. She's part of the family he saved earlier. Lobo assures her he's up to the test and can guard it himself. Maria calls Lobo and Turbine to Toronado's, where the masked kidnappers from earlier are trashing the place. Maria fights them off herself, but a smoke bomb goes off, and in the confusion, the kidnappers grab the kid of the family from earlier. Suddenly, Rodney jumps in and saves the day. Lobo and Turbine are once again dumbfounded, but thank Rodney for his help. Later, Turbine shows the woman who owns the Bone of Belial a force field he built to protect it. The family is unimpressed and insist Rodney still be the one to guard it. The Luchadors have no time to argue as a diamond exchange is being robbed. They rush to the scene and easily take out the thieves. Rodney arrives and shows the police that some other diamonds were stolen, and they're in Lobo's vehicle. Lobo is arrested. We then see Rodney is working with the Whelp. This was all a plan to get Lobo out of the way so Whelp could take the Bone of Belial. At Lobo Tower, Laurent shows Turbine and Maria security footage of the police that arrested Lobo. They were actually Bone Warriors, the Whelp's minions. The science doesn't quite make sense. Laurent says he removed all extraneous radiation patterns. So are the Bone Warriors not human? Are they robots? If they're human, why would they project a human appearance over their masks/helmets? Is this a situation like in the old Ninja Turtles cartoon where Shredder would project his own face over his mask as a disguise due to a lack of communication between writer and animator? Whatever, Turbine and Maria figure out what's going on. Turbine breaks Lobo out of jail. Lobo was reluctant to leave until Turbine explains the situation. Rodney is about to give the Whelp the bone, but Lobo and Turbine arrive just in time to stop him. Maria isn't there. Where'd she go? One of the Bone Warriors gets the bone, and Whelp chants a spell that releases ghosts. They look like the CGI skull from the beginning of the Skeleton Warrior theme song. Lobo somehow knows the way to reverse the spell is to put a jewel in the bone. The kid from the family puts the jewel in, and everything returns to normal, and the Whelp retreats. Lobo thanks his friends and the kid. Maria's here now for some reason. And also Laurent. This was a pretty fun episode. Really stupid, too, but I've come to expect that. I think most viewers, even kids, would be able to tell something's up with Rodney, but the mystery comes from why he's doing what he's doing, and that's what keeps the tension. Once it is revealed who he is, the pace speeds up and we get mostly action for the remainder of the show. The family, who almost gets kidnapped, works well enough. Nothing particularly stands out about them. The kid has an English accent for some reason. Guess there's kind of a little bit from the mother. Rodney is a luchador whose gimmick is being a park ranger. I'm not sure if his gimmick was supposed to tie into him being treacherous or if it was just a coincidence. I don't know why a park ranger could be considered treacherous. The Whelp almost gets to fight in his robot suit again, but it's just the top part, and once the Bones spell is reversed, he retreats, driving away. I was curious who played Rodney Ranger, so I tried looking up his actor on IMDb. He was played by Steve Basic? B-A-C-I-C? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Maybe it's Bacik or Bekic? I saw he played Dr. Hank McCoy in X-Men 2, and I was like, wow, he played Beast? Then I looked deeper into it and saw, oh, he's on a TV in the background with the name Dr. Hank McCoy on the screen. It's a background joke. Well, that sucks. He was in another X-Men thing, the live-action Generation X show, Mutant X, where he played Nick Maddox, though for only one episode. His biggest role appears to have been on the old sci-fi show Andromeda. He's still working and regularly appears in a lot of TV shows and movies. The woman who owns the bone was played by Jillian Barber. She had some interesting credits. Unfortunately, IMDb doesn't specify her roles, just voice. She's been a voice actor in some stuff I like, but I don't know who she voiced. She's got credits in Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century and Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but I don't know who she voices. Sherlock Holmes, she was in all 26 episodes apparently, but it just says voice. One cartoon that actually does give her role's name is Adventures from the Book of Virtues, where she voiced Aurora. From a pretty insipid episode to a far more fun one. Hopefully the rest of the series is more like this in tone, and also maybe we could return to having some aliens. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
Rico Suave, Rico Suave, Rico Suave. Just once could someone get them without me saying get them?